Hello everyone, so today I am here with my mid-month check-in for my budget spreads. I was debating back and forth doing weekly check-ins, but I think how I'm going to do my budget videos moving forward is a video at the beginning of the month setting everything up, my budget, like my monthly view, my weekly check-in, my sinking funds, my debt tracker, and then my budget. I might switch that around a little bit next month and then do a video in the middle of the month, kind of just like checking in, showing you guys how I'm spending my money, how things are going, and then a video at the end of the month kind of finishing up the spread and then, you know, doing all of everything else, filling out my sinking funds, filling out my debt tracker. I thought about doing like the debt tracker and the sinking funds mid-month because there are, you know, things I've paid towards, but I have a feeling moving forward, like coming up, I'm gonna add more to sinking funds and add more to debt to pay like extra payments. So it might be confusing, and that's why I'll just do that more towards the end of the month. So here we are with the mid-month check-in. I'm just gonna be showing you guys basically how I have been spending my money. I do have a new little like key, I guess, here with the Romina Rosa little stickers here, which I do have a coupon code for her shop now. If you guys want that, I will link that down below. But I have debt, adulting, spending, eating out, and sinking funds as my key, as the things I spend my money on. I might add that later. I might take away. That'll probably just be something that changes, I don't know, maybe often. I'm not quite sure. So that's kind of what I went based off of for my spending for the first 2 weeks of the month. So I'm gonna grab a pen really quick because I didn't write the weeks down. So the way the weekly check-in is set up is it has your week, the category, how much you spent, and remaining, sort of in the sense of using cash envelopes, but I am not using cash envelopes. So I think my remaining is gonna be like my total. So this will be my total for this week, and then I will add that to my total for this week. So when you get to week 5, this total here will be like the exact total I spent in that category that month. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. I'm not quite sure. So let's go ahead. What is this? Oh, it's just a piece of paper. I was like, what do I have back here? So the week 1, I'm gonna keep everything within the month. So it'll be April 1st through the 5th, right? Yes. So we'll do 1st through 5th. Week 2 would be 6th through 12th. The 3rd week would be 13 through 19. Oh, so is there only 4? No, there's more. Just kidding. 13 through 19. I'm just gonna learn as I go, guys, because it's my first like full month, I guess, 20 through 26 of, oh, I hate writing down here, of actually like trying to set this up. I think I might end up writing all my categories, like not today, but the rest of them off camera, just because that might be a little bit a lot. 27th through 30th would be week 5. Okay. So then my categories were debt, adulting, which could be like getting gas or groceries. I have one thing that's not gas or groceries, but I will explain that. Adulting, regular just spending of the monies. And then I do have eating out as a separate than spending because I didn't do that last month, and I found that a lot of our spending money was eating out money because we do eat out way more than we need to. And then the last category is sinking funds, which I think I'm actually going to get rid of. So for this month, it is just going to be the bottom category. It's just going to be blank, which is kind of annoying because I probably could have put week 5 on this page. But I'm going to track when I spend money from my sinking funds in these monthly spreads, but I will track that spent in the transaction log. So that's something I need to remember moving forward into next like few months, because I thought I wasn't thinking ahead of time and just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of do before I thought. So adulting, I'll just write these in for these spreads or these 2 weeks, and then I will fill out the rest next time. So that way because I have a feeling my first video of the month and my last budget video of the month are going to be fairly long, I have a feeling. So let's go ahead and get into that first week, which kind of a bit. Actually, the second week was a little bit worse. I just I don't know. I've been going through this phase of just spending money because I'm sitting at home bored. So I'll start with the first, which I did actually pay rent. So I am, oh my gosh, I need to even these out. So I am just gonna go ahead and check that off. Oh my gosh. Okay, because I did pay rent. I'm gonna take this key out for a second. Put it over here. Cool, so on 30th, how many weekdays are in March? 31st, 30th, 31st. Okay, so on the 1st, I paid for 3 different things. Sorry, I have to figure out how I'm gonna say things. I don't know. I hardly ever do sit down videos. So going off of my key, I have adulting as I spent $19 on gas. And then I did pay 2 separate debt payments this day. I paid for the minimum payment for my Kohl's card, which was $31. And then my student loans, which was $215. I might pay a little bit heavier on Kohl's a little bit later this month, but we will see because I have a lot of plans for this month. So there is those 3 items. And then on the 2nd, I got Dunkin' for $14. I round up. It's far easier for me just to round up rather than to do like cents. And then, ugh, gross, we got Taco Bell this day, but spent $23 at Taco Bell. Okay, and then on Friday, Twitch hit, which I know somebody actually commented about how I'm marking streaming services, and I think moving forward next month, I'm going to just use like a bill and total them all up. So Twitch hit, which was $5. I pay for a subscription to my husband because I like to support him. So there's that. And then, oh, okay, that was it for Friday. Sorry, I'm like so confused. Okay, and then on Saturday, I did also get Dunkin' again this day, and that was $12. I hate when they go all the way up, but like, maybe I should use that as a tool to not spend as much money as possible. Dunkin', and then we also went to Target, so I'm going to use blue for adulting because it was groceries, and I spent $110. And then to finish off this week, I had an Apple payment of $5 because Avery talks me into buying her games way more than she needs to. So this was the first week. So let's go ahead and do some totals here. Let me grab my handy dandy phone and a calculator. Cool, so moving into this week. So debt that I paid towards this week, I paid $215 towards student loans and $31 towards Kohl's. So I'll just check those off, and that was $246, which will make my total for this week, because I'm just going to add it here. Okay, the coil is really going to annoy me. $246. I'm in an Aura style cloud for my regular planner, and not having a coil is really nice. I might take Viv's advice and move into a binder maybe next year because I like everything to be together, but we'll see, because this coil is going to end up killing me. For adulting, which is blue, I paid $19 for gas and $110 at Target, which is $129. Okay, and then spending and eating out are going to be my super favorite ones because I do quite a bit of that. So we'll do, what was it, spending first? Yes, spending is only 2 small things this week. Next week's a little bit rougher. It's just Twitch, which is $5, and Apple, which is $5. I could do that math, but I'm also a visual person, and I'm sure you guys are as well. You're watching YouTube videos. Or maybe you're listening. I'm a listener sometimes too when I watch videos. Forget everything I just said. So it's $10. And then eating out for this week we have Taco Bell at 23 and Dunkin' at 14. Oh, we got another one. And then another 12 at Dunkin', which is $49. So that is the first week. Okay. And then let's move on to the second week. Okay, let me get this opened back up. Second week, that Monday, I did not spend any money. Tuesday, I did reload my Chick-fil-A card for $30. And I got gas for $17. I like using the Chick-fil-A mobile app, not only because like you get points and stuff and you get like rewards all the time, but it's just like hands-free, so you don't have to really touch anybody or hand anybody your card right now. Sorry. And then gas is also super cheap right now, so $17 for gas was probably the cheapest I think I've ever spent on gas. That was Tuesday. Wednesday is another big one. Why are Wednesday like my spendy days? So weekend. Wednesday I got Dunkin' again. Oh boy. Dunkin' for 10. Another Apple purchase. This one might have been me and Avery. She was like going through this phase of these games called Toka Town, and they have like different in-app purchases that she was making me do. I'm over it now. I also did my other adulting thing, which was I cannot find Reagan's birth certificate, and I know we got it, and I have no clue where it is, so I just went ahead and ordered another one just to be like 100% safe. So I spent $30 to get her a new birth certificate. I also ordered a new phone case because mine is about 2.5 years old, and it's disgusting. So I got one from Casetify for $45. And then the last thing was I made a sticker purchase from Letters to Apollo, my first ever purchase from that shop. And I spent $70. Oh my gosh. Covered the whole day. Beautiful. Wednesdays, I wonder if we'll keep the tradition alive. Hopefully not. Thursday, oh, it's windy out today. Sorry if you heard that. Thursday, we got First Watch for breakfast. Spent $35 there. And we also went to Target to get some groceries, so $70 at Target. And then on Friday, from an Etsy shop called Chalkity Chalk, I ordered Reagan's 1-year chalkboard. I had completely forgotten about it. Thankfully, her party got canceled, but I did end up spending $114 on that, but like so worth it. If you saw any of Avery's chalkboards, I got her a chalkboard every year for her first 3 birthdays. They're perfect. They're all on my Instagram. And then I also spent $5 on Amazon because my mom sent an Amazon gift card for Reagan's birthday, and I just covered the shipping of the toy that I got her. And then on Saturday, we had Dunkin' for $12. Oh, girl. And then we did spoil ourselves and get some ramen to go from Jinya. And it's so much cheaper getting food to go, I've noticed. But we spent $45, which we usually spend a lot more there. So that was nice. And then last but not least, on Sunday, we got Whataburger breakfast for $15. And that was yesterday for you guys. So that's the second week of the month. Let's go ahead and add those bad boys up. So starting with debt, I didn't pay any debt this month. Gosh, I'm sorry. Brain, didn't pay any debt this week. So 0, but that does bring my total still to $246. Okay. And then for adulting, got gas for $17. Her birth certificate for $30. And then Target for $70. That puts me at $117. Let me know if this makes sense or if I should change it, but I feel like this makes sense for me. So 117 plus 129 puts me at 246. What are the odds? Oh gosh, I cannot. I'm sorry, guys. 246. Okay. Spending is going to be my roughest one. I have 70 from Letters to Apollo, 45 Casetify, 20 Apple, Amazon 5, Chalkity Chalk 114. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hold on, does that work? Oh, it still does. Okay. 254. Oh, my poor life. 254. So 254 plus $10 is 264. Wouldn't that have been great though if it was 246? I mean, kind of is. Just 46 backwards. And then eating out, Chick-fil-A for 30. Dunkin' for 10. First Watch 35. Virginia 45. Dunkin' 12. And then Whataburger 15, which is 147. And then 147 plus 49 puts me at 196. Nice. Cool. So that is that for the first half. Oh gosh, I feel like doing this. Like I said, my beginning videos and my ending videos are going to be so long, but hopefully you guys like that. But having a video in between is probably going to be super helpful because otherwise, I don't even know. So as far as like my sinking funds in debt is looking so far, I have a virtual sinking funds, like a virtual wallet, because I'm not really touching cash, and I already have put $500 into it, and I plan on putting more, especially if we do get the stimulus checks that we're supposed to be getting. I'm probably going to be putting almost all of that into sinking funds. And a little bit into savings, and then I'm still waiting on some payouts from some certain like Instagram campaigns that I did that I'll also put into here. So I'll split them up, you know, I'll figure that out and I'll split those up later. And then you did see I did pay Kohl's and student loans already. Like I said, I think I'm gonna end up paying a little bit more on Kohl's because I feel like $31 was the minimum payment, but I feel like I could easily drop another like 30 bucks in there, you know, double it and bring that down a little bit more just to get this debt snowball kind of rolling. So those have been paid off, and then I have actually paid rent already, and it was actually $17.43, so $7 less than expected. Everything else has not come through yet. But we'll finish all of this up at the end, and then, you know, I'll do that by myself. But yeah, that is basically it for this kind of like mid-month check-in. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys like this, if you think I should do something a little bit differently, because like I said, this is all pretty new to me, and I just want to do this so it makes sense to you guys, and also so it's, you know, helpful to me, because at the end of the day, like, did I do this wrong? I just really need it to be as helpful as possible for me. I feel like I did this wrong. Whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.